So we still do have a show today.
Right on.
Yeah.
We've got some fun things to talk about.
Yeah, it's gonna be hilarious. So we were debating, I hate saying backstage, but we were debating backstage about whether or not to talk about Spotify. And I think we should, just real
I
quick.
think we should too, 'cause it's funny.
Right on. So, I mean, for those who don't know, apparently Spotify developed this device. It's called literally the car thing, which I had no idea. Nas had to tell me. And
I didn't even know. I didn't even know as well.
yeah.
I just heard it was
So
being
bad.
discontinued, and I'm like, wait, what? What is this thing?
Yeah.
And yeah, sure enough, it's called car thing. Sorry, continue.
No worries. Freaking and apparently it's just a thing you put in your car. It connects through Bluetooth and it does everything your phone can do, but not as good apparently. And they're discontinuing this. I think I read they're not giving refunds back. I think I read that. Might be so wrong.
they stopped. I think they stopped making it in 2022, and now they've just they discontinued it in 2022, and now they're actively shutting it down and bricking the devices because they're just single purpose device. It just plays Spotify. Honestly, if I've done minutes of research on this, people, so if anybody knows what else this thing does outside of just connect to Spotify, which my freaking phone does, and the past 5 phones that I've had have all done seamlessly. If anybody knows what else this thing does, please let me know. I'm genuinely curious why Spotify thought this would be a good thing to make.
Yes.
Is it hubris? Is it? I don't know. I'd love to know.
So I think that it's and you kind of got me there, but why would you make this thing something that your phone already does? And it made me go to like a nefarious place. Like they're doing this, and you brought up like a tax write-off, which makes so much sense. You know,
I brought that up only as a possibility because I can't think of why the hell else this thing would exist.
You know,
I can't imagine who thought this was a good idea.
Yeah.
If that's all this does. I mean, there's a possibility that we don't know. Maybe there's some others, but maybe it makes the car go faster. I don't know.
All right. They should have called it Go Faster then, not Car Thing.
Oh,
Whoever thought of that name is also, I don't know.
I don't want to say the words creatively bankrupt.
Those were nicer
But
words than I was going to use.
What were you going to say?
Stupid, dumb, idiotic, absolutely stupid name. But we were going through scenarios
I like
where
that. It cuts more to the point, though.
Yeah.
That really just hits home right away.
It does, but they're hurtful, you know? So I appreciate you using creatively bankrupt. That's a better way to phrase it without getting into somebody's feelings, you know, hurting their fifis. So I appreciate that. But so we were going through scenarios on why they would name it this, and it reminds me of a 90s movie when you get everyone in the board around, a lot of the marketing teams there, and they are like, you know, pitching names, people throwing names out there, and then the guy in the back who's been quiet this whole time, he's just going over it, and he's like, has an epiphany, and he says, we should call it the car thing. And everyone's like, great job, Johnson. You're getting the job.
And then you've got like a business montage, right? And all of a sudden he sees it going on, and they're all happy, and they're, you know, photocopying stuff, and they're preparing presentations, and they're going to reveal this thing called car thing, right? That I just pictured as soon as you started explaining it. I had this movie scene in my head.
Yeah.
What was the other possibility I came up? Oh yeah. So that was yours.
Mm-hmm.
The idea that I came up with in my head was, okay, everybody's scrambling because they've got to deliver this presentation like now, right?
Yeah.
And they don't have a name for this thing. And the project manager is like, we got to come up with a name for this car thing. Like, come on, people. And they're all throwing out like stupid names, whatever. Just nothing good coming out of it. He's like, fine, I'll figure something out on the way up to the boardroom. And then he just says, okay, we're calling this car thing. And all the executives, you're expecting this terrible reaction, like, what the hell's that? And the executives were all like, we like it. Let's build it. Let's make it. And he's just like, oh, okay, sure. Yeah, that was my idea all along. Exactly. And he just goes with it, right?
That's so great. I love that. Oh my gosh. So a footnote, that was absolutely a footnote. We thought it was hilarious. And it blends into the conversation. It's not gaming per se, but we're seeing a lot of this happen in gaming where you're buying a thing and they could just take it away from you just as easy and not give you any kind of recourse to get your money back for what you paid for. And apparently it's happening across all industries.
Yeah, there's absolutely no recompense. There's no, I don't know that the people that have bought into this are getting any sort of compensation for it.
Right.
There are some people on the XDA developer forums that are trying to root these devices to find some use for it, but apparently the hardware that has run these things is so crappy that they're not finding many potential uses for it. So that's it's all around just, again, scummy corporate behavior. It's live service in music form.
Yes.
Thanks for watching. Be sure to check out the Casual Consumers live stream every Saturday.
Xavier.